So once again, Hattons speedy delivery from UK to US occurred. Ordered this stuff on Monday evening and it was shipped Tuesday. Today is Saturday, so it's come from the UK Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days, 4 days. So let's open it up, see what's in there. Hattons usually do a pretty good job of packing this stuff. As we can see, plenty of packing material in there. Well, I pretty much know what's in here, but let's pull it out and see what goodies I get. I got an Oxford Rail triple wagon pack, and I am going to weather these. I actually already have one set of these, but thought I'd get a second set and weather them. Have some fun. We'll show how to do that. Decided I really need one of these. The DC Concepts back-to-back gauge. I know that a number of my coaches don't go well on the points, and I'm sure it's the back-to-back, so now at least I can measure it and maybe check them out. I have a rolling road that I made 25 years ago. I decided to treat myself and buy one of these. I keep seeing people using them online. They look really great, so we'll open that and we'll look at that in a little while. Some Metcalfe kits. I got 2 of these because I want to do some kit bashing, and I particularly want an extra chimney, and so I'm gonna hopefully be able to get what I want done. I also have other factories, and I'm actually trying to put together some sort of industrial section on the layout, and get some other stuff on order, but something's just slow coming through right now. And somewhere here I have a used, or pre-owned as they call it. No, that's not it. It's a pre-owned one. Well, these boxes all look new. Can't tell which one's pre-owned. Must be this one. Yep. Pre-owned Gresley to add to my rake of Gresleys. When I see these floating around, I try to pick them up because I can't get them anymore. And I got the first 4 of my Hornby coaches. Brake. And one is the brake 3rd class. One is composite class, and this one's 1st class. I think I have 2 more on order that actually haven't appeared yet. So that was my unpacking of a few things. We'll get some of this stuff out later and look at it in a little bit more detail, but I'm going to take it out to the shed, and we'll start to play with it on the railway. Remember to put my microphone on this time, so maybe you can hear me. I think I was a little distant on that initial piece there. So I just thought I'd pull these out quickly, and we can have a quick look at these. I'll make sure that you can see them. Okay, so the first one is Milner Thomas and Company, and it's just a 7-plank manual wagon. There's some nice detail. There's bottom doors in there, nice side doors, and the underframe, typical sort of Oxford rail. They do a nice job for a nice price. I mean, this stuff is, the Oxford rail's a little cheaper than, say, Hornby or Bachmann, but their wagons look nice. So it's that one. And second one here is Jazz McKelvey and Co. You know, I mean, no, it's not the same wagon. I was thinking it was the same. It's slightly different. It's got heavier corners on it. It's got bottom doors too. But right up. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Now I think you can see that. Okay. And the third one of these is Steeply Co-Limited, Glanrix, by the looks of things. So that's that one, and again, similar detail. I think those two might be the same wagon, but anyway, they'll look good. I can go with my collection of private owner wagons. I think I have over 100 private owner wagons at this point. So we'll one day we'll do something on wagons and some wagon history and private owner wagons and the wagons that went to British Rail. I actually have some really interesting books. I was going to stop and I'm going to show the books that I have on. I try to model around about that beginning of British Railways into the end of steam, so it's probably, you know, a good 20-year period. It gives me a little bit of leeway in terms of what I do and what I run. Let me grab the books and show you them. These are the books that I was referring to. There's 3 volumes of them by David Larkin. Volume 1 is the Fleet Composite and Brake Vans, and this is basically all of the wagons that were transferred from the various companies when privatization occurred for British Railways. Volume 2 is all steel mineral wagons and loco coal wagons, and volume 3 is the 13-ton wooden bodied mineral, all types including coal wagons. I know there are more volumes of this coming out. I think this one is fairly new. I think it only just got published. I know I only got it maybe a month ago. But there's lots of great pictures in here. Lots of information about all the different styles of wagons, and not just and all the private owner ones that came through. And it's interesting to see how, you know, at that point, how weathered some of these were, and so and if we look at something like this, you know, they replace planks and all sorts of other stuff. So interesting. Just something to keep me busy at night when I can't get to the railway. I can do some reading. So on a similar vein, I also just got these 2 books, Pre-Nationalisation Coaching Stock. So this basically goes to the coaching stock that went to nationalisation. This one is SR and LMS, and this one is GWR and LNER. I was a little disappointed because this is a book of facts and figures, right? There's a lot of great info in here, but there are very few pictures. There are the odd pictures here and there, but there's very few pictures. I was hoping there would be more pictures in these, because they're pretty expensive books, but I haven't really. I say I just got these about 2 weeks ago, and I've looked through them quickly, but I haven't delved into stuff yet. But they'll be interesting as a reference too. Okay, that's it on these little wagons. So here we are with the Hawksworth coaches from Hornby. I have 4406B, 4404B, 4407B, and 4439B. So these are, let's say, the Hawksworth coaches after they went to BR, painted in the typical blood and custard, or I don't know what other people call it, maroon and yellow. Got cream and maroon, I think. These obviously they came from the Great Western Railway, and when they went to British Railways, they got distributed a lot. They were used on some southern region trains. They were used quite extensively outside of the GR region. They appeared all over the place for a few years, and continued in service, I think, well into the 60s. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But anyway, I just saw that Hornby were producing these, and I wanted to put a rake of them together. I thought they'd look good. So I bought some, and hopefully I can get some more. As I say, I get at least 2 more in order, but I need a couple more than that because I like to run at least a rake of 8 coaches if I can. And because of the time period, it's going to be beginning of nationalisation, I get away with this thing of saying, well, everything was all over the place, and so they would appear in rakes maybe with other things, and different locomotives from different regions could well be pulling them, so works on my layout. So opening up the Hawksworth coaches. This is the brake third class. Nice detail. The roof detail looks good. Wheels seem good. There's a fair amount of detail. I'm not going to say it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. There are some separately fitted handrails here. They'll look good. They'll look nice on the layout. There's some separately fitted pipes too on the ends. Sprung buffers. So, generally speaking, pretty good. Let's open another one up. Let's open up this one just because I'm interested. This is the passenger brake, right? So it's a full brake basically. Get the box open. Not want to come out of the box. I hate it when that happens. Here we go. Pulling the tab might help. Okay. So a couple of things that are here. Alternate couplings, which I might think about using. I don't know. And there's an end door, so we can put a door in at the end of the rake. Sort of useful. It's good. So, similar level of detail. Wheels look good, sprung buffers, same detail on the handrails. Oh, nice coach. Not cheap though. I mean, what are these, 45 pounds I think? But way more detail I suppose than we used to get, and it generally looks good. Let's take a quick look at this pre-owned. I'd say the box looks pretty good. I was having difficulty earlier trying to find out which was new and which was pre-owned. This is R4179. I don't know if I have one of these. I'd have to look when I get up onto the train loft. If I do, then we'll look at maybe renumbering it. This one definitely does not want to come out. There we go. So it's in nice shape. It looks like it's missing the extras pack, but for pre-owned, it looks pretty good. Oh, it has a couple of minor kind of molding issues on it there. I wonder if that's why it got returned. Hey, well, to live with it. It does have the nice sprung buffers, and wheels seem pretty good. Well, it's not in bad shape. As I say, not perfect, but well, it's that. If I can get the angle right here, maybe you can see right there. I think that issue looks like a molding issue. Well, I know it's there, but most people probably will not notice it, particularly when it's running on the layout. Of course, I lied beautifully when I said that I had those 3 Oxford rail wagons. I actually don't. I had another set, but I didn't have these. But I will still plan to weather these. I might grab another set too. So another to do is this little LNER J70. It's a Rapido. It needs a DCC chip in it, 6-pin chip, which I do have. I just haven't got around to putting it in. So at some point we'll go through doing that exercise too. So a real quick demo of the rolling road. In the background you will see the rolling road that I built myself many years ago. Primarily designed for tender drive locos. Tender would sit on here, do the pickup, and anyway, it did its job, it worked, but decided particularly now with DCC I need something better. And so the way that the DCC Concepts one works, if you haven't seen it, is basically you just have these little rollers, and they have spaces. They have different size spaces for different gauges, and the rollers just sit on the track. So if we zoom in a little bit here, we'll see that the locomotive is sitting on the track on the rollers. So here I have my NCE power cab connected up to this test track, and we'll get a little closer so we can see what's going on. Just move the camera. So as I start to turn up the power, this of course is DCC, you will see the power is transferred to the pickups on the loco, and there it'll run on the rolling road. And this is a great way also to test and also to run in locos. So really simple. DCC Concepts did a great job with this, and I know this will get a lot of use. And the nice thing about this is I can reverse direction, and we can go the opposite direction. So we can run both forwards and backwards. A really nifty idea. And the other thing as well is that my sounds and everything else on the DCC works. And so you can test that too. So that's it for today. The Hawksworth coaches, I need to wait until a couple of more of what I ordered came in, and then we'll run those. We'll put them behind the Rollman locomotive. I noticed looking online today that some of the older ones are still available, so I can add some more without duplicating numbers. So we will order those, and we'll do a video in the future showing those running. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.